Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today we're here for a booty building glute workout, and so I'm super excited for that. So as you can see, the first exercise that we did today was hip thrusts. We did around 4 working sets with 12 reps each. So what that means is that we did do a warm-up beforehand that we didn't count as part of our working set, which was just really light contraction. And most of today was pretty light. We didn't go super heavy today. We just focused more on the actual contraction and time under tension and that kind of stuff. And so one of the things I wanted to point out here is that we're not using a bench to do these because the bench is a little bit too high and it just doesn't help get the proper angle, and it makes them more difficult and less effective. So don't be afraid to get creative in the gym when you're setting up for your hip thrust. We found this tire that was really good. I've seen people use like the aerobic step things against a wall, and then you can adjust the height. So just don't be afraid to like find random things that are obviously stable to help you get the most optimal position for this exercise. So like I said, we did pretty light. We're just focusing on really contracting at the top of that movement. We did add in a hip circle, which are super cheap, really useful. You can do a lot of different things with them. They really help with glute activation. So adding that in here was great. And then at the very end, I did pause and hold at the top until failure, which is something I really like to utilize in hip thrusts. Next, we went on to kettlebell squats, and so with these, just make sure that you can hold up the kettlebell without rounding your back, because if the kettlebell is too heavy for your upper body, that's going to cause problems and you don't want that. And try to go as deep as you can, and like as you see, there is like a 1 to 2 second pause as I go down into it. Yeah, and make sure you keep a flat, neutral back, and you should definitely feel it. You can also elevate your heels with a plate if you want to get a little bit deeper into that. That's something else I recommend, and we did 3 sets of 15 with these bad boys. Up next, we did some walking lunges, and I don't like to count down my walking lunges just because it demotivates me to put in my full effort. So what I like to do is just pick a set distance, and I'll just do that a certain amount of times. So for this, I just did back and forth, and that was one, which was probably around 20 to 24 steps roughly. And so I did 4 rounds of that going back and forth. You can count down on your steps if you would like. It's just not something that I personally feel helps me. I feel like if anything, it makes me kind of lose my form towards the end because I'm like, oh, okay, I only have this many steps left or whatever. With this, do make sure that you're really careful with the weight that you're using. You do want to challenge yourself, but you don't want to get to a point where your form breaks down and you could potentially hurt yourself, because you do have to balance. Obviously, while you're lunging, your knee is in kind of a compromised position and you don't want to get hurt. So be careful and yeah, have fun with that. After that, we did some abductors. So with this, I highly recommend leaning forward for abduction, and that just really helps target that specific area I've found. I do like to do a 1 to 2 second pause at the, the peak of the contraction at the very outside. I don't know if you can see that here. And we did 3 sets of 20 for this. And then at the very end, I just like to pulse out when it starts getting really difficult to hold, because it will get to a point where you can't pause as effectively because you're starting to come to the end of the set. So I do like to pulse at the very end just to burn that out in a sense. And then we did adductors after, and we did 3 sets of 20 for these as well. Like I said, I like to pause for a second or two at the peak of the contraction per se. And I've just found that that helps to, one, make it a lot harder, and to actually activate the muscle that we're targeting. So those are just some of my tips there. For this one, leaning forward, I haven't found to be helpful at all. And my least favorite thing ever, we did train calves today. We did 3 sets of 15 and then did a set to failure after that. So 4 sets total, but the last one was to failure. I hate training calves, but you know, you gotta do it. And I suck at doing outro clips, so that's why this is here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy the workout. Let me know if you try it out. Definitely targets the glutes in pretty much every exercise, so super fun. And yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys later. Bye!